Why do you support Julian Assange?
I support Julian Assange because I'm a conservative and conservatives support free speech. Conservatives are also against big government overreach and they're against the actions of the deep state in spying on its own citizens. And you know what? Julian Assange, he actually exposed both big government overreach through war crimes and actions of the deep state in spying against its own citizens. So he's a hero as far as I'm concerned, but for all of that, he's facing potentially 175 years in a US jail. For doing what? For publishing the truth, for being a journalist, for reporting on something that is clearly in the public interest. Now, Conservatives don't stand for that, and I don't think that President Donald Trump will stand for that either. And that is why I'm hoping that he will provide a presidential pardon for Julian Assange. It will continue on his great legacy as a defender of free speech, and he'll be poking the deep state in the eye. And if you wanted to encourage President Trump to actually offer that pardon, there's now a website, www.pardonjulianassange.com, that you can go to, send a message, and we will get that message to the White House. And the message will be, President Trump, please pardon Julian Assange.
Why do you think President Trump should pardon Julian Assange?
Well, I think President Trump should pardon Julian Assange because in doing so, he'd be extending his legacy as a great defender of free speech. During his presidency, he's issued no less than 3 executive orders, and these are just that I know of, defending free speech. So he's a great defender of free speech, but also the same people who've set out to undermine the Donald Trump presidency have been the same people who've set out to wage war against Julian Assange. This is the deep state. This is the Democratic elite. We're talking about people like Hillary Clinton, who said, can't we just drone Julian Assange? People like Joe Biden, who think he's a criminal. He called him a high-tech terrorist. That's what Joe Biden thinks of Julian Assange. And the Democrats and the Democratic establishment have all been against WikiLeaks and Julian Assange since the 2016 presidential election, when Julian Assange exposed Hillary Clinton as what she actually is, a big government globalist warmonger. They didn't like that, and so they've waged war. Now President Trump has the opportunity to actually fix all of this, and it will be doubling down on his legacy as a great defender of free speech, and at the same time giving a big poke in the eye to the deep state and all of that establishment politics that is the swamp in Washington that he wanted to drain.
What can people do to support this campaign?
Well, if you want Donald Trump to pardon Julian Assange and continue that legacy of defending free speech, then you just got to go to the website, www.pardonjulianassange.com, and through that you can send a message to President Trump. We will get that message to the White House, and the message will be, President Trump, please pardon Julian Assange. Please defend free speech as you have always done during your presidency. Please give one back, give a big poke in the eye to the deep state and the Democrats who've sought to destroy the Trump presidency, but have also sought to destroy Julian Assange. We can do this, but people need to send that message to President Trump. You've got to go to www.pardonjulianassange.com to get that message through to the president.